Yo. Oh. Yo. Yo, yo, yo. Again? Yeah, I made it just in time. I made it just in time. I'm just doing some setups here. Are your TikTok pages gone? I don't think so. Unless it just happened. Let's see. No, I'm good. Oh, Onyx, gifting memberships. Thank you very much, Onyx. Thank you. All right, poll. Have you liked and subscribed yet? Thank you, Onyx. Yes or I hate you. W Onyx, massive, massive W Onyx. Thank you very much. Set that to live chat. There we go. What if I did this? At. I'm gonna park that fucker right there for a second. I can't believe I just did that on my own. You know how insanely impressive that is from my end? You know, for somebody like me to be able to do what I just did? You know how crazy that is? Another 5 gifted from Kittensworth. Oh shit, I missed that. Another 5 gifted. Thank you very much, Kittensworth. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to miss that. Wasn't that crazy? If you're a regular here, wasn't that pretty fucking impressive from me? Right? Right? Alright. Not as crazy as Onyx gifting me a membership. Oh yeah! Looks like Trump and Putin are gonna start any second now. 5 on this. Yeah, any second now. They should. Let's get the audio up too. Alrighty. You deserve a socialist country for that tech knowledge. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Got your fucking trap. Kidding. I didn't mean to yell at you. How's everybody doing? How y'all doing? Alright, so you guys want to hear my theory about what's going on here? You guys want to hear my theory? I'll tell you it, even if you want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. Okay, so I think that Trump is about to have his Neville Chamberlain moment. I think that Trump is so desperate for a win, so desperate to get peace in Ukraine, that he's gonna like declare the war like over, or say there's a ceasefire, and he's gonna concede to Putin. He's gonna give him Luhansk, Donetsk, the Zaporizhia regions. He's gonna give him access to the Bering Strait. He's gonna give Russia like access to Alaskan natural resources, etc., etc. And in exchange is gonna be peace, right? And then I think that peace is gonna last for maybe a year or two before the Russians reamass, rearm, and reassault Ukraine. I also think that part of the stipulation will come with the immediate like removal of Zelensky, but we're not going to hear about that today. But I think that's probably what's going to go on. You know what I'm saying? The girls are fighting. I should get a drink. While I get a drink, this is probably going to start, because that's what happens when I leave frame. Okay. Okay, hold on. We're getting ready. It's like 1 minute. By the way, you are my podcast while I play Rivals. Who's your main? Who's your main? First time in the chat. I appreciate what you do. Thanks, Christian. I appreciate you. Luigi, what are you barking at? What are you barking at, baby? What are you doing? Did you stream BF6 earlier? You can't on the Xbox. There's like a massive bug because the game is considered a demo, and in like Microsoft's rules and regulations, like you cannot live stream demos. So it works on the PC, but no, you can't do it. You can't do it. It's crazy. Okay. Sorry. How often are the political streams? Almost every single fucking day, bro. W. Sam Thomas for the 3 months loyal. Hell yeah. W. Sam Thomas for the 3 months loyal. Yo, my bad, guys. I'm like responding to texts, and I'm trying to get this going too. So I have up here on my phone, I got Fox. I'm just concerned with Fox giving me some sort of fucking copyright. So we're not going to watch the actual thing on Fox. What we are going to do... Oh, why am I watching myself? Huh? What we are going to do is watch the official whitehouse.gov version once it actually starts. But in the meantime, I guess we could whip up Forbes just for a sec. Yo, by the way, do you guys like having the little fucking thing down there? Because I could keep that. I just put that there for like... Because this is important. You guys like that? It's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Then I can point to it. I can be like, you see this shit? Are you looking at this shit? Are you looking at this fucking shit? My brother's walking around the backyard screaming like a little angry piss boy he is. What? Let me mute this shit. It's stupid and loud. All right, so we've got Forbes here, and then when it actually starts, we're going to whip up the official whitehouse.gov. Because if I remember correctly, what about the Associated Press? I feel like the Associated Press is less likely to be a bastard about it. But also, as long as I keep on talking over it, as you know, we're gonna be fine. And then once, yo, real quick, I could stream. You know, somebody asked ChatGPT if I could stream this, and that's like fair use, right? This is totally, it's public domain. It's the fucking president. It's the presidency. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be able to fucking share it, right? Right. I don't know. Boots, moving up and down again. Men, go mad with what they're witnessing. There's no discharge in the war. Against robots, but uses ChatGPT. I gotta learn their ways. You gotta know your enemy. You keep your friends close. You keep your enemies closer. Fuck you know about that type shit. Fucking know about that type shit. Fucking know about that type shit. I don't know shit about that type shit. Luigi, it's fine. I'm making noises. I'm making jokes. Luigi, stop. No. Luigi, no. Oh, wait, shush. Is it starting? Luigi. Du har rasslig Kiri, kommer till Hilfe. Laus Aktun, Bossarhund. Aktun! Alright, she's coming. Hi. Hi, Mama. Come here. Oh, there's helicopters outside. It's Mossad. It's Mossad. It's gotta be. It's Mossad. It's Mossad. Luigi! Stop it. Hi, Diablo fool. Yeah, I can get him out of here. Luigi, cut the shit. Cut the shit. Thank you for the $5 against robots, but can't go more than 1 hour. That's stuck in a USB. That is correct. Thank you for the $5. Throw him in the brig for 60 seconds. Fuck with the king. King takes your money and then punishes you. Did you see him disappear? Did you see him go, no? Dude, you just got Thanos snapped. You just got snapped, bro. Give me that money. Oh, it's crazy. Luigi, it's a helicopter. It's fine. What are you eating for dinner tonight? I already had a chicken parm. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the fucking Italiophobic slurs. I don't want to hear the fucking jokes. I don't want to hear the New York slang. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. My dad wants your take on the invasion of Afghanistan post 9/11. It's a damn shame what our fucking government and politicians put our boys through for the sake of some stupid fucking conquest that has been in the minds of the elite since like the late 1990s. Especially considering the fact that the Bushes and the fucking Bin Ladens were like family friends. You know, the Bin Laden, like Osama Bin Laden was a goddamn billionaire. He was like one of 16. He was like a fucking like Saudi royalty, and those two families, the Bushes and the Bin Ladens, had worked together. I think it's all bullshit, especially the fact that we even went to those two nations, considering that fucking Bin Laden wasn't in either of those, and I think it was like 12 to 13 fucking terrorists from 9/11 were from what is it, Saudi Arabia? You know, like, come on. And then we find the guy in fucking Pakistan. Come on. Luigi, come here. I trust my magic 8-ball more than any AI. Yeah, that's the fates at least. I gotta give Luigi a piece of cheese. That'll shut her up. Oh. Just joined. What happened? Nothing. I went to give my dog a piece of cheese because she wouldn't stop barking. Oh, should I pop off? Hold on. I'm live on YouTube watching Trump and Putin go buddy-buddy on live TV, so come check it out. Right to the story. Thanks for the $5. I ordered that portion poster behind you. You also have my address. Don't hurt me, please. I won't hurt you. Thank you for buying it. Thank you for the $5. Two-class system rep den will still be around by the end of the year. Yeah, it'll be around by the end of the year. Oh, by the end of all this. Yeah, it'll still be around. Laser tag live streams. I gotta figure out how to film that shit. I'm live on YouTube watching Putin and Trump go buddy buddy. Come check it out. Ugh. It's still considered a New York style pizza if it wasn't made in New York. Well, you just said New York style. Yeah. But it ain't a New York pizza unless it's from New York, and I feel like that just kind of makes sense. Is your TikTok banned again? No. Last I checked. No, we're good. We're good. Take a look at yourself and ask why you are so eager to say the first socially acceptable slur that's been available in years. Are you talking about clanker? Are you talking about clanker, bro? Bro, I don't believe robots should have rights. This has nothing to do with slurs. Them thang ain't human. I don't give a fuck about some oil-slicking roboloid, some wireback. I don't give a fuck. I'll coat that bitch in high fructose corn syrup, throw it in the pool. I don't give a fuck. Soon robots will have more rights than I do. Yeah, after they fucking body my shit, they're gonna have to kill me first. I'll tell you that much. Oh, Jesus, Jack. Well, that's not good. Careful. Careful, Jack. Careful. Careful, buddy. Sorry you have to deal with that. What time is the meeting supposed to start? There is no time that the meeting is supposed to start. This is just a couple of minutes ago, they started doing a mic test. There's no cut. Like, dude, we could be waiting here for 4 hours. We have no idea. But they started doing a mic test, and then they were like, hey, we're just doing some last-minute checks. That was about 10 minutes ago, so. Did you ever beat a robot to death? You can't beat something to death if it's not alive. Do you mean, would I ever break a piece of machinery? Absolutely. Without a doubt. You mixed it up there. You accidentally talked as if the thing is alive. It's not. Anyway. You cannot see. You simply can't kill a toaster. I sent you a super chat, but I don't think you saw it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat. Let me go back up. Hold on. Please read this in Trump's voice. Boots, boots, boots. And I know boots. They're great boots. People gonna be fucking robots? Brother, people are already fucking robots. Are you out of your gourd? Are you out of your gourd? Your opinion on rote arm fracton? I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what that is. Good luck, Jack. I don't want to read that. I just don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that from you. I don't want to lay my eyes on that. I'm fucking, this is politics. ACOG on your M4? What are you, stupid? Gotta be using that mini RDS, my boy. The mini RDS. You're putting a fucking ACOG on a carbine? Brother, you're putting an ACOG on a carbine? Chris, say one nice thing about Trump. Um, I like Space Force. I think Space Force is pretty fucking cool, if I'm being totally frank. And frankly, I like Space Force. Get me in an X-Wing. Ooh, get me in a TIE Fighter. Ooh. He's exposing the flaws in the system that we have to patch once he's gone. Oh, here they come, 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 here they come. Oh, wait. Who the fuck is this? Isn't this supposed to... This is the official one on the government website. What's going on? When this one starts, you know it's about to begin. This is the propaganda one. This is like the official propaganda one. My IKEA privileges? Brother, nobody needs privileges when it comes to IKEA. You go in, you steal, and you leave. Fuck the sweets. I don't know what that was about, but somebody came out and they all fucking tweaked. Somebody came out and they all tweaked.
If he does give the Russians part of Alaska or the whole state, what do you think the people's reaction would look like?
He would never give them actual fucking chunks of Alaska. He's not going to give them, like, literal chunks of Alaska. What he's going to do is give them access to Alaskan resources, specifically the ones in the Bering Strait. Maybe even natural gas deposits, you know. They're probably going to highlight the fact that the Russians sold it to us because they thought they couldn't defend it. I would be very, very surprised if Trump said, like, he's going to allow Russian, like, infrastructure to be created on Alaska. I would be so surprised if he did that. Like, here's my thing. Trump is a fascist, but I don't think he's, like... That's a different level of stupid. I think Trump is stupid, but I don't think he's, like, insane to that level to give like, what would be... We gotta get something. You know what I mean? There's gotta be something. I've played airsoft before, brother. There's gotta be something, you know? You think he's insane enough to actually get nothing for nothing? I do think he's going to have a Neville Chamberlain moment. Meaning, like, he's going to say he's got a peace talk going in Ukraine, and then, you know, he's going to get a Nobel Peace Prize for ending the war, and then the war is going to start again. Because remember, Chamberlain met with Hitler, and he, you know, he appeased Adolf Hitler in 1939, and then the war just escalated. That was the end of his fucking political career. Two things are known to be infinite: the universe and human stupidity. You forgot about taxes.
Trump will do anything to cover his own butt.
Yeah, you know it.
You know it, brother. You know it, sister. You know it. Oh, you.
Because I genuinely believe he's the Antichrist. Well, see, that's my thing. Is I don't believe in the Christ. So how am I supposed to believe in the Antichrist? Bazinga. Your thoughts on ID verification with YouTube? It's stupid. I don't like it. I meant to say paintball is fun than airsoft. I like paintball more than airsoft because people cheat in airsoft all the time. All the time. Because there's no paint. But then I like tactical laser tag more than paintball because I can go hard body karate and it's much more realistic in terms of, like, the weaponry. Got that elf geek bussy. Got that elk geek bussy.
The Christ is real. And Trump is a false prophet ushering in the Antichrist, which is Mohammed bin Salman.
Are you good, dude? Brother, are you okay? What the fuck does that mean? Flavor you weren't rocking with is any. Cool mint. Cool mint. What's your favorite tool to spread American democracy? The megaphone. You dig?
Where did Trump giving Alaskan land to Russia come from? Was it something he said?
He considered giving them economic concessions and giving them access to Alaskan resources, and he also wouldn't deny when asked if he was going to give Russia access to Alaskan resources. So we're going to find out soon. Thoughts on California redrawing their district map? If they get the consent of the fucking people, do it. And because that's also a real way to shove Trump's nose in it. Be like, we actually have the people on our side. Meanwhile, you have to fucking bully pulpit your way through. The new labor statistics appointee was in January 6th. I did know that. He's a psycho. I used to make jokes. I was like, you know, the next month, it's going to be like 1 billion new jobs. And now it's starting to seem like that may be the fucking case. He ain't going to actually donate Alaska to Putin. He's going to open up, I bet he's going to open up trade between our two nations. Is it about to begin? No. Who the fuck is this dude? Best cheese for a sandwich? Probably baby Swiss. Oh, there she is. No lip, Levitt herself. No lip, no lip, no lip. I mean, what's the deal, man? What's the deal? What's the deal? Bring him in. It's been hours. It's been like 7 hours. Best cracker and cheese combo? Oh, there's Marco. Okay, they're coming out. Probably a club cracker and some fresh Parmesan. 25+ year cave age cheddar. Once this starts, you know they're actually coming out. Hard body. Should I start recording? Yeah. Yo, Trump's meeting with Putin in Alaska. You know this. They're going to come out any second. Somebody in chat will probably type down the exact time when they come out. But how you doing? I'm Valenti Videos. I'm also Chris Valenti. I don't know why I just did that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It costs you nothing. It helps me immensely. If you support the channel financially, it goes a long way. This is entirely grassroots funded. I have no sponsors. I have no donors. So if you want to help me out, that'd be great. You hit the thanks button. You become a member. You become a patron. You buy merch. And you use the 40% off discount code for Ground News in the description down below. Other than that, this is the official whitehouse.gov live stream down here. So when this starts... that means they're actually coming out. But this has been the Associated Press streaming for like the past 12 fucking hours. But they just did a mic test. Everybody's standing up. They're getting ready. They got their phones out. So it seems like the two Führers are coming out any second now. But don't worry. I'm here to hold your fucking hand. Now, here's a couple predictions from my end. I think that Trump is going to have his Neville Chamberlain moment. He's going to think that he came to a deal to have some sort of peace. And then, okay, here we go. Is this not beginning? This one is. Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball.
Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Уважаемый господин президент, дамы и господа, Наши переговоры прошли в конструктивной и взаимоуважительной атмосфере. Были весьма обстоятельными и полезными. Хотел бы...
We're gonna watch this one. This one's much higher quality. This one is much higher quality and it's fair use.
Уважаемый господин...
Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, our negotiations have been held in a constructive atmosphere of mutual respect.
Volume
We
good?
had very thorough negotiations that were quite useful. I would like to thank once again my American counterpart for the proposal to travel out here to Alaska. It only makes sense that we've met here because our countries, though separated by the oceans, are close neighbors.
Dude, look how fucking short he is. Look
So
how
when we
short this
met,
little bald bastard
when I
is.
came out of the plane and I've said, "Good afternoon, dear neighbor. Very good to see you. In good health, and to see you alive."
Yo, this guy's a
I think that is
fucking
very
murderer.
Neighborly.
This guy's a murderer. What are we
I
doing
think
right
that's
now?
Some kind words that we can say to each other. We're separated by the Strait of Bering, though there are 2 islands only between the Russian island and the U.S. island. They're only 4 kilometers apart. We're close neighbors, and it's a fact.
Yeah, we
It's
all
also
fucking know how
important that
close.
Alaska
I can see Russia from my
has a common
house.
heritage, common
This is
history
so
between
fucking
Russia and
stupid.
US, and many positive events have to do with that territory. Still, there is tremendous cultural heritage back from the Russian America. For example, Orthodox churches and a lot of more
Trump
than
loves those
700
golden
geographical
domes.
names of Russian origin. During the Second World War, it was here in Alaska that was the origin of the legendary air bridge for the supply of military aircraft and other equipment under the Lend-Lease program. It was a dangerous and
Why are you
treacherous
giving
route
us a fucking Alaskan
over the
history
vast
exam, bro? You are a
mountains of
goddamn
ice.
dictator of a foreign
However,
fucking
the
nation
pilots of both
occupying
countries did
Ukraine.
everything
Suck
to
my
bring
dick, you
closer to
bald
victory.
fucking Russian
They
piece of
risked
shit.
their lives and they gave it all for the common victory.
The F6 as soon
I
as
was
his
just
speech is
in
done.
the city of
As soon as
Magadan
his
in
shit is
Russia.
done,
There was a
bro.
memorial there dedicated
Think
to
I want to
the
be
Russian
here?
and the US.
Think I want to do
pilots.
this?
And there
I
are 2
fucking hate
flags,
these
the
two.
US flag and the Russian flag. And I know that here as well there is such a memorial. There is a military
They're in
burial
Alaska
place
right now,
several
bro.
kilometers away from here. The Soviet pilots that buried there who
All right,
died.
fuck your history lesson. Bro, if Trump actually cared about America first, as soon as his fucking bald Russian rat stepped foot on American soil, we would have had Delta Force come do a fucking halo drop and goddamn black bagged him, taking him to Guantanamo Bay and used him as a negotiating factor to end the fucking war. Fuck you.
Battery and allyship that supported each other and facilitated each other. I'm sure that this heritage will help us rebuild and foster mutually beneficial and equal
This
ties
motherfucker's gotta put
at
his
this
phone
new
down.
stage, even during the hardest conditions.
Why is he holding it that way?
It
Shut the
is
fuck up.
known that there have been no summits between Russia and the U.S. for 4 years, and that's a long time. This time was very hard for bilateral relations, and let's be frank, they've fallen to the lowest point since the Cold War. I think that's not benefiting our countries and the world as a whole.
Bro, you keep murdering
There's a feeling
everyone
that
in your country
sooner
who
or
tries to
later,
take over,
we have
and
to
you're invading
amend
your
the
fucking
situation,
neighbors.
Move on from the confrontation to dialogue. And in this case, a personal meeting between the heads of state has been long overdue. Naturally, under the condition of serious and painstaking work, and this work has been done in general. Me and President Trump have very good direct contact. We've
Yeah, I
spoken
bet you fucking
multiple
FaceTime
times. We
every
spoke
night.
frankly,
Probably some
on the
JOI
phone.
from Putin.
And special envoy of the president, Mr. Witkoff, traveled out to Russia several times. Our advisors and heads of foreign ministries kept in touch all the time. And you know fully well that
I turned
one
it
of
up.
the central issues was the situation around Ukraine. We see the strive of the administration and President Trump personally to help facilitate the resolution
up.
of the
I'll
Ukrainian
turn to the
conflict.
max.
And his strive to
That's the
get to
maximum.
the crux of the matter, to understand this history is precious. As I've said, the
That's the max.
situation in Ukraine has to do with fundamental threats to our security. Moreover, we've always considered the Ukrainian nation, and I've said it multiple times, a brotherly nation. However strange
brotherly-
it
then
may
why are
sound
you
in these
murdering your
conditions,
brother?
We have the same roots, and everything that's happening is a tragedy for us and terrible wound. Therefore, the country is sincerely interested in putting an end to it. At the same time, we're convinced that in order to make the settlement
Subtitles aren't available. Sorry.
lasting and long term, we need to eliminate all the primary roots, the primary causes of that conflict. And we've said it multiple times, to consider all legitimate concerns of Russia and to reinstate a just balance of security in Europe and in the world on the whole. And I agree
shut
with President
the fuck
Trump,
up. You
as he
illegally
said today,
invaded.
that naturally the security of Ukraine should be ensured as well. Naturally, we're prepared to work on that. I would like to hope that the agreement that we've reached together will help us bring closer that goal and will pave the path towards peace in Ukraine. We expect that Kiev and European capitals will perceive that constructively and that they won't throw a wrench in the works. They will not make any attempts to use some backroom dealings to conduct provocations to torpedo the nascent progress.
You just had a backroom meeting, you fucking piece of shit.
Incidentally, when the new administration came to power, bilateral trade started to grow. It's still very symbolic. Still, we have a growth of 20%. As I've said, we have a lot of dimensions for joint work.
Oh my God,
It is clear
we're gonna open up trade with the
US
Russians.
and Russian investment and business cooperation has tremendous potential. Russia and the US can offer each other so much in trade, digital, high-tech, and in space exploration.
You can't offer a shit!
Arctic cooperation is also very possible. And our international context, for example, between the Far East of Russia and the West Coast of the U.S.
Oh my
Overall,
God.
it's very important for our countries to turn the page, to go back to cooperation. It is symbolic that not far away from here, at the border between Russia and the U.S.,
if I was
there was a so-called international date line.
Tweaking. What?
I think you can step over, literally, from yesterday into tomorrow. And I hope we'll succeed in that.
Wait,
in
whoa,
political
whoa,
sphere.
what?
I would like to thank President Trump for our joint work, for the well-wishing and trustworthy tone of our conversation. It's important that both sides are result-oriented, and we see that the President of the U.S. has a very clear idea of what he would like to achieve. He sincerely cares about prosperity of his nation. Still, he understands that Russia has its own national interests. I expect that today's agreements will be the starting point, not only for the solution of the Ukrainian issue, but also will help us bring back business-like and pragmatic
chummy and
relations
happy
between Russia and
Putin
the
looks,
US.
and how
in the
fucking
end,
upset
I'd like
he
to
looks.
add one more thing. I'd like to remind you that in 2022, during the last contact with the previous administration, I tried to convince my previous American colleague that the situation should not be brought to the point of no return when it would come to hostilities. And I said it quite directly back then.
Point of no return is nuclear war.
Today, when President Trump saying that if he was the president back then, there will be no war. And I'm quite sure that it would indeed be so.
Oh my God, he got Putin to say
I think that overall, me and President Trump have built a very good, business-like and trustworthy contact. And I have every reason to believe that moving down this path, we can come.
He goes,
and
I'll give you Alaska if you tell everybody that if I was the president, you wouldn't have invaded Ukraine. I'll give you fucking Alaska.
Mr. President, that was very profound, and I will say that I believe we had a very productive meeting. There were
Donnie's
many
turn.
points that we agreed on, most of them, I would say, a couple of big ones that we haven't quite gotten there. But
Dude, the translation is going to be so funny for the Russians.
So,
because he can't
there's
talk.
no deal until there's a deal. I will call up NATO in a little while. I will call up the various people that I think are appropriate, and I'll, of course, call up President Zelensky and tell him about today's meeting. It's ultimately up to them. They're going to have to agree with what Marco and Steve and some of the
what's the deal?
People from the Trump administration who've come here, Scott and
what's the deal?
John Ratcliffe, thank you very much. But we have some of our really great leaders. They've been doing a phenomenal job.
He's so nervous.
Tremendous Russian business representatives here, and I think everybody wants to deal with us. We've become the hottest country anywhere in the world in a very short period of time.
The hottest? Where's his energy?
We look forward to that. We look forward to dealing. We're going to try and get this over with. We really made some great progress today.
So no
I've
peace.
always had a fantastic relationship with President Putin, with Vladimir.
So no ceasefire?
We had many tough meetings, good meetings. We were interfered with by the Russia hoax. That was a little bit tougher to deal with, but he understood it. I think he's probably seen things like that during the course of his career. He's seen it all.
He killed his opposition.
With the Russia hoax. He knew it was a hoax, and I knew it was a hoax. But
What
was done was very criminal. But it made it harder for us to deal as a country in terms of the business and all of the things that we'd like to have dealt with. But we'll have a good chance when this is over. So just to put it very quickly, I'm going to start making a few phone calls and tell them what happened.
What happened? Tell
us!
Extremely
productive meeting, and
tell us!
Many points were agreed to. There are just a very few that are left. Some are not that significant. One is probably the most significant, but we have a very good chance of getting there. We didn't get there, but we have a very good chance of getting there.
So you didn't get there?
President
no deal.
Putin and his entire team.
The fire of steel.
Who I know in many cases. Other than that, whose faces I get to see all the time in the newspapers. You're almost as famous as the boss.
You're so pathetic, you fat
this
fuck.
One right over here. But we had some good meetings over the years, right? Good productive meetings over the years, and we hope to have that in the future. But let's
Thanks
do
for the $50, Dante.
right now, we're going to stop. Really, 5, 6, 7,000, thousands of people a week from being killed, and President Putin wants to see that as much as I do. So, again, Mr. President, I'd like to thank you very much, and we'll speak to you very soon, and probably see you again very soon.
For what? Thank him for what? You didn't get anything.
Moscow.
Oh, that's an interesting one. I don't know. I'll get a little heat on that one, but
what do you say? You want to go to
I
Moscow?
can see it possibly happening. Thank you very much, Vladimir.
He just said
you all.
next meeting in Moscow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I bet they take no questions. Do they take questions? He looks defeated, bro. He looks defeated. He looks defeated. All right, yo. If you're watching this live, you saw it live, bro. I ain't making that shit up. You watched it. Trump just said he couldn't get a deal. He got nothing. He couldn't tell us anything. He got nothing. All he said was, we made some progress, and I'm going to call up the EU and tell them that we made some progress. Meanwhile, Putin is smiling ear to fucking ear, talking about the great relationship and opening up economic ties. We just gave Russia validity, allowed Putin into the fucking United States on U.S. soil, fucking shook. We laid out a red carpet for the motherfucker, a literal red carpet for the motherfucker, and got nothing other than giving him access to our shit. The short of the fucking deal. You fucking idiot, Donald. You idiot. Oh my God. Why? Yo, okay, but here's the bright side. Here's the bright side. Because there's hope. There's hope. There's always hope. The hope is that was such a bad look. I don't even think MAGA's going to be able to defend that. There's going to be a couple of them, of course, small percentage of them. But like, dude, the average American sees that shit and goes, that was the weakest shit I've ever seen. Remember when Trump goes talking about the Democrats? They don't know what the fuck they're doing. And meanwhile, I sit there going, oh, we didn't make a deal, but we're making progress. Oh my God, Tubby Tits, Fatty, Orange Fashy, what are you doing? Oh. And the thing is, some of these stupid motherfuckers online think that I want him to fail. That I want him to do this shit. He's the leader of my nation. I take no joy in seeing him act like a dumb fuck. Anyway. Thank you for tuning into the Valenti VOD. I'm Chris Valenti. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It costs you nothing and it helps me immensely. If you do want to help support the channel, because this is real independent media, there's a couple of ways that you could do it. One of them is by becoming a patron on Patreon for $2, $5, $8 a month. Big shout out to the patrons. Another way is by becoming a member here on YouTube for $5, which will give you access to some great emotes. A third way is by buying some of the Valenti Videos merch located down below, such as the Democratic Socialist poster. And then finally, you can find a 40% off discount code for the Vantage subscription on Ground News, located in the description below. And one last favor, click that video over there. It's a banger. And I know bangers. Oh, God, that was so stupid, bro. That was so stupid, bro. Okay, thumbnail time. Trump Putin. Trump Putin. Trump Putin. Trump Pooty Pooty Pooty. Trump Pooty. Trump Pooty. Trump Pooty Pooty Pooty. Do you think these images are copyrighted already? That's a good one. Documents. Valenti VOD. 2 thummies in one day. Oh, yeah. Oh, we were recording? Of course we were recording. Episode 207. Why were the speeches so short? Because nothing was accomplished. Literally nothing was accomplished. I think Donald just spent all day blowing him. Like, unironically. I wonder if he literally did. How do you think Dark Brandon would have handled that? He probably would have croaked on sight. Dude, Brandon can't talk. He would never have been able to do that. All right. Yo, what do you guys think of that? What's your take on that, chat? How did you feel? Don't let me tell you how to feel. Tell me how you felt. Embarrassed? Yeah, we lost Alaska. Now, we didn't lose Alaska, but the Russians just gained Alaska. That's the problem. Putin looked happy as a fucking clam, right? Okay. Then we're gonna need some text, which is all right, what should the text say? Maybe something like hmm. Hmm. You're so stupid. He's so fucking stupid. Now the red doesn't work there. The green does, and then I need a red arrow, I think. That arrow doesn't really work because of his red tie, right? Nah. We're just gonna go with he's so fucking stupid. That'll do. Yeah, we just got finessed by Vladimir Putin. On live television. I can't believe that shit. Can you guys believe that shit? That was fucking stupid. All right. Thumbnail. Watch. Or how about historic? Historic moment. President of the United States of America gets historic moment. U.S. President Trump accomplishes yeah. U.S. President Trump gets back shots from Putin. U.S. President Trump Dude, this is so hard to come up with. All right. Historic moment. Donald Trump accomplished nothing and lost. Do nothing, Donnie. All right. Matt, that it needs to be searchable. Nobody's searching do nothing, Donnie. Donald Trump gets taken advantage of by Vladimir Putin on live TV. Donald Trump gets taken advantage of by Vladimir Putin on live TV. Sad. Bye, Alaska. Oh, Jesus. That's great. That's great. That'll do. How does it start? They're going to come out any second. Somebody in chat will probably type down the exact time. Yeah, that's money. That's money. That's money. That's money. That's money. We're gonna go with inappropriate language. Most recent upload. Historic moment. Donald Trump gets taken advantage of by Vladimir Putin on live TV by Alaska. Yeah, there we go. Publish. Get it out. Whoop-bang! There she blows, Lon. There she blows. All right. Well, you know what that means? I'm fucking out of here. I'm playing Battlefield 6 now. Daddy needs Battlefield 6. YMCA. Dude, I can't believe he does that. Anyway, yeah, this is Trump's fucking fuck up of the fucking day. Stupid bastard. You cannot stream Battlefield 6 off of an Xbox. You can't stream Battlefield 6 beta off of an Xbox. So, sorry about that. Sorry about that. They don't let yous. They don't let yous. Anyway. I'm out of here, ladies, gentlemen, and NBs. Thank you very much for tuning in. God. Notice how I adjusted the game there. All right. Have a good one, guys. Later.